Hi Flosstube, it's Jeannie again, and I am back with, I don't know what number Flosstube is. I think I forgot. I've abandoned numbering these a while back because I can never remember once I'm on here. But anyway, my latest Flosstube, this will take us through October and to this point in November. Today is the Saturday after Thanksgiving here in the US, if you know. So I'm in the last weekend of November of 2023, and so I have some fully finished objects. I have whips, I have plans, and I have an itty bitty bit of haul. Otherwise, so I'll just jump right in and we will go over all of that good stuff. So since I've seen you last, I actually took my trip to Indiana, which was fun, and you know, have done, you know, just done all the fall sort of holiday things. Had that stuff going on. But let's talk about my FFOs. In my last video, if you saw it, you saw that I was making cross-stitch Christmas gifts for my lactation team at work. And so I did get those not only finished stitching, I did some of that stitching on the airplane and at airports and stuff, and then I did get them fully finished. And I fully finished them, you guys, in these little like nameplate frames. And these are from the Dollar Tree, and they're just little plastic easel frames. There's the back, but I was pleasantly surprised that there is actual real glass in these. So, and I did use the glass because these were stitched on a pretty stiff Aida. I didn't need to, you know, like lace them or anything. And pretty much I just cut them to the size of the interior of the frame, or up to this little paper thing in there, and then just put them in and sandwiched them in. So, so this one is still in the wrap, but let me show you how these came out. They came out really cute. I did end up putting, so I did these, you guys, on like a sky blue Aida. This one's hard to see because it's light colored, but, and then I used some of my paper crafting stuff, and I put everybody's initial on them with a little mulberry paper flower. So I'm sorry about the glare. Hopefully you can see that better than I can see it through the camera. But there's one of the little bras. And again, like I said, these just will sit up on their, they sit up like this. So super cute. So there's that one. And then this one. There's one of the little black frames, and it's a red bra with pink polka dots. And there's this one. This one's cute. It's plaid. So, and then this one. And like I said, I just did a little matching flower for each one. I just centered them in the frame. Another one. This one's one of my favorites too. And then one more. So yeah, these frames, as you can see, came in kind of a distressed white, black, and silver. They had like almost like a copper color too, but I didn't think that would go as well with the floss colors that I chose. So so those are my little Christmas gift for my coworkers, and we're all nurses, we're all lactation professionals. So so those are, even though that pattern, you guys, was the It's So Emma support group pattern. Actually, it was actually for breast cancer, but you know, I thought they would make perfect little nursing bras. So those are my FFOs, and those will be going, we're actually having our little Christmas party next weekend. So those will be going to them the first weekend in December. So that's coming up, so I needed to get those done. All right, let's move on to whips. I really have been, besides finishing those up, I've really been working on my ones you've seen before. Oh, let me turn that over. This one, you guys, is a frosted pumpkin stitchery. I'm stitching this up for my my step grandbaby to be, and she's 8. And so this is again a frosted pumpkin stitchery. Gosh, words are hard. She wanted a mermaid. So, so I'm making good progress on this. You can see I don't have any eyes in, except for the mermaid. I don't have any eyes. I have changed up some of the colors on this. But I have 2 clouds to do and the little beach houses up here. And then I think I'm going to finish this into a little pillow. I might frame it. I don't know. But I might do like a little bean bag, with this one, just because I think she would enjoy that. So she's real active, so she might enjoy, you know, kind of tossing it around and playing with it. Although you guys, I have to say, my stitches are not very good on this. I don't know why they look so funky. This is an over-dyed 18 count Aida, and it is for an Aida. It's really easy to get, like, to miss a thread. I think it's because it's dyed. It's also, I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but it's also a one with a sparkle in it, a sparkly Aida. So, but I just have a couple of wonky stitches that are kind of bothering me, but you know, I don't know. I'm probably gonna just go with it. So yeah, and then the pattern, you guys, for this one is, I'll just flash it there. Again, it's a frosted pumpkin. It's in my project bag, so I don't think you'll be able to just stitch it from there. And I know none of you guys would rip off a pattern anyway. So anyway, so I'm hoping to get this one done and fully finished so I can give this to her for Christmas. So I should be able to do it. So like I said, that wonky stitch in the sun is really bothering me, but otherwise it's turning out cute. So, and frosted pumpkin are, that's so nice because there's no, I mean, you just, you know, there's no back stitching, you just stitch away. So I'm going to skip this one for now because I did a thing. You guys have to show you, and I'll jump to my other thing. And if you've watched any of my videos recently, you know that I am totally in gift mode. I abandoned Whip Go for this year, and I have been stitching gifts. And so I did a wedding gift for my brother, which I took to Indiana. I did a 60-year birthday stitch for my sister, which I still have to get that to her. It turns out she was going to meet me in Indiana, and she ended up not being able to make it because of another commitment that was too close. So, but one of her girls is pregnant with her first baby. And so this is my 30-year-old Dimensions project, you guys, that actually started for her. When my sister was pregnant with my niece, I started this. And I've said this before, but I made a mistake in it somewhere when I was stitching this in probably 1990 or 1991. And I was a newish stitcher then, and I couldn't find my mistake. And I had babies at the time too, or I think I was pregnant even, and I just could not. It overwhelmed me, and so I gave up on it and bought a baby for her. But I was going through my stuff when I was trying to find a kit or something to stitch for her new baby, and I came across this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I still have this. So so I decided I'm going to finish it for her, and I'm a much better stitcher now, and I think I know what I did wrong, but I've been able to fudge it enough that it's not going to matter. So anyway, so yeah, so I have been working on this, and prior to this, you guys, I had these 3 bears stitched, or these 4 bears stitched. I think I had all the balloons stitched, and I had the half stitches in the sky done. And so I have now finished all the crosses and all the half stitch in the grass. I've finished this bear, and I've started back stitching. So, so let me show you where I am on this. And a couple of changes that I have decided to make are, so I finished all of the half stitches in the grass. I did this bear from the get-go. I think I had to finish up this little wagon as well. So I've done, but like I said, all the half crosses and the full crosses are now done, and now I'm back stitching. So, and again, just like any 80s pattern, you guys, the back stitching is intense. But anyway, so I'm just starting from the top down, and I'm trying to do, this little fella is not due until the first week of January. So, and so I'm going to try to do, in December, I'm going to try to do a bear a week. And you know, and just finish up the back stitching that way. And it's actually, even though there's a lot of back stitching, there's still, it goes fairly quickly. So I think next I'm going to go ahead and do probably this little bear in the mint green. She's got a little bit more cross stitching, and then I still have to go back. You can see this is all cross stitched or back stitched up here, but there's a little detail on their collars that it matches the color of their outfit. So I haven't done that yet. Of course, I haven't put their eyes and their nose and their mouths in yet. I've got to do that. But anyway, so I'm just, like I said, I'm going to try to do a bear a week and get all of this stitching I can get done in December. And then I can't finish this until he's born anyway, because it will have his name, his birth date, and his weight on there as well in the center here. So I have to wait till he's born anyway to actually finish it, and then I'll get it framed. But I also, you guys can see the old tape on here. I'm probably gonna have to cut this off. I'm even afraid to see. I'm sure it's all yellowed and it's all crunchy. It's gross. But I am gonna wash this, and I think I'm gonna wait. The balloon strings are long stitches. And so I think I'm going to wash it and then dry it and press it and all of that. And then I'm going to put the long stitches on. The very, very last one, you know, just because I'm afraid that they'll stretch out, you know, or whatever. So that is my plan. I hope it's washable and it doesn't bleed. The other thing that I decided not to do is there's a double backstitch border on the interior. There's like a pink and a blue, and then a blue, you know, blue and then pink. And I've decided to leave the second border off because I think that will not highlight my mistake as well. And I think my mistake, you guys, is I think I made it one row too short somewhere. I think I probably missed a row, a half stitch row in these clouds up here somewhere. But like I said, you're not even gonna know. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to do a bear a week here and get that back stitching done and get it really as done as I can besides the long stitches, and get it washed and pressed and all of that. I hope I can get this creases out of it, and then I will have this one professionally framed because it's a gift. So yeah, but I think it's super cute. I'm really happy with it. So anyway, so I've been working a lot on that one. And then the other thing you guys have been working on is a new start. And I did a thing, you guys. A good friend of mine who is a big quilter and applicator, you know, I was just telling her, she's one of the nurses that teaches childbirth preparation classes for me, actually in Spanish. And she was talking about going to her quilt guilds and her quilt retreats and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, boy, you know, I've done searches and I wish I could find some stitchers in my area that wanted to get together and stitch. And she happened to mention this to somebody in her quilt guild who happened to be the president of the, it's called EGA, the Embroidery Guild of America. And you guys, there is a chapter in my area, and I joined. And so this will be, I started going in December. So I've gone for like 3 months now. They're not having a regular meeting in December because it's like the Christmas party, and I can't go. I have a prior commitment, but anyway, you do a stitch name tag, and so this will be my name tag. So we're the Bishop's Peak chapter of the Embroidery Guild of America, and so I've been really enjoying it. There are you know, some, oh gosh, amazing stitchers, and it's not just cross stitchers. I would say the majority of people that go are primarily cross stitchers, but there's needle pointers, there's someone who does Brazilian embroidery, there's heart hanger. I mean, there's just, whoops, there's, my kitty just knocked a lamp off the thing. There's all kinds of, just any kind of needle art you can think of is represented, which is really, really fun. So, And they do classes, like it was a finishing class this month, and then in January it's a Primrose Cottage little winter stitch that and the person who does the projects gets it all kitted up for you, and all of that kind of stuff. So so yes, I'm really excited about it. I've met some really nice ladies, and I'm really enjoying it so far, and it's just once a month. So so yeah, so I did a thing, and I'm enjoying it. If anybody is in the Central Coast area of California and you're interested in more information, or really if you're anywhere in the country, you guys, because I know when I was looking for groups, I was Googling, I think, needlework and cross stitch, but I never even thought to search embroidery groups. And so I encourage you, if you are, this is a national or maybe even international, I don't know, it's Embroidery Guild of America. So but I encourage you to as you're searching, if you're looking for a group, to search for embroidery as well, because they did not come up. Their Facebook page did not come up for me when I was searching those other terms. So anyway, so that is my little name tag that I'm working for. And I think once you join, you have, and there's a pin that says EGA, and this will say EGA on it and have my name and then the Bishop's Peak chapter, but it will oh my gosh, you guys, I can talk, but you have, I think you have 3 to 6 months to get your name tag stitched, and then you get you get a penalty if you don't have your stitching name tag on. But it's funny, I mean, it's just all for fun. But anyway, so that was my new start. So I've just been kind of working on that here and there when I feel like it. And these are just colors from my stash that are kind of the colors on the pattern. And this is on just a scrap of mushroom Monaco that I had, and I believe it's 28 count, and I'm doing it 2/2. So anywho, so I did that, which was super duper fun. Because I think I just have an itty bitty bit of haul, so I will show you that. I wanted to show you my fabric of the month from Bestitch Me. This was for October. It's really pretty. It's a purple. Let me take it out of the packaging here. And it's called, I get 32 count Lugana, so an even weave. And it's a real pretty kind of bluey purple, and it's called Nightshade. So super, super pretty. So that is my my fabric from Brandy it was for October. So, and I'm in the mixed club where you get, one month you get a color, next month you get a neutral, and so I think probably this month I should be getting a neutral. So it hasn't come yet. It usually comes like the last week of the month. So so it'll be probably here in a few days. But super, super pretty. So I don't know if that color's kind of blowing out. It's a little bit more, it's almost like a periwinkle color. At least that's how it came out on the Lugana. So anyway, so I got that from her. And then the only other thing, you guys, that I have that I can remember that I bought, I did get some felt kits from Busilla, but I think I'm going to do a felt tube because I've got some plans for that. But then when I actually dragged my brother to Joann's when I was in Indiana, and I found this Leisure Arts kit called Colored Sky. Isn't that pretty? It's a full coverage. So, and I've never had a Leisure Arts kit. I've had their leaflets before, but yeah, I thought that was really, really pretty. So I just grabbed it, and they had a lot. So it comes with a hoop and the, I'm not sure if it looks like the thread is sorted on a thing in there. It's a wooden hoop. I don't know if I'll finish it on the hoop or not, but I might try to find a round frame. And I probably use the Ada since it's full coverage. So anywho, so that was the only other thing that I bought. And I have to say, the Joann's in Indiana, you guys, it's not a very big, nice Joann's. It's kind of one of those old little ones, but it had a lot more cross stitch than we have here in California at my little rummy Joann's. So so it's interesting how they're different. They had with the DMC kit that had the ladies that look like the Singer 50s sewing patterns. I almost bought that one just because I think that one is so fun and nostalgic, but I thought, I don't know if I'll ever do that. So anyway, so that is my little bitty haul. Let's talk, you guys, about plans. And I'm gonna do some zipping. Let's see where I am on time because I'll have to hurry. My camera only gives me like 24 minutes or 27 minutes, so I don't have very much time. But because I like to do, I really like to do some seasonal stitching, I am going to work this month in December. I'm going to go ahead, if I get all my back stitching done, I'm going to work on one of these dimensions ornaments. And this is the one that I've had going for the last couple of years. And you can see I've got like the background to do and the back stitching mostly. I mean, there's not that much more. I don't think I'm going to stitch this outer light blue border. I just don't really want to do light blue on light blue. So I think I'm just going to do the back stitch around this and call it good. I also might, these are little dots that you see are French knots, and I think I may swap those out for little tiny white beads. I don't really enjoy French knots that much, although it would probably be good practice. I don't know, maybe. So I think I'm going to try to work on this this month. I don't know if I'll be able to get it done. I'd like to, but anyway, that is, I've got that, so I'm going to do that here in December, just to do something kind of Christmassy. And then, you guys, I'm so excited. I am doing a SAL with Catherine, the Needleberry Stitcher. She's organizing a SAL for Strawberry Fields Forever, the Blackbird designs. Let me pull this out. And so she mentioned when she was doing I think she was doing a pattern parade or kitted projects parade, and she showed that she had this one, and I have had this one, you guys. I bought it. I had some website kitted up for me. I can't even remember who. It might have been, oh gosh, the one that has Poppy in the name. I can't remember. But anyway, so we are going to start this on December 2nd, and we now have, I think there's 5 or 6 of us that are going to do it. So if you are interested, you guys, in doing a SAL for Strawberry Fields, you know, you can look on that video for or on Instagram for the Needleberry Stitcher, and you will find the information. Anybody's welcome to join. And so anyway, so I've got all my stuff pulled for this, and I did buy all of the fancy floss when I bought the pattern. So here is all the floss. It's mostly Classic Colorworks, no, Gast, a couple of Weeks, and on there. And then I have opted to stitch this on, this is a 32 count earthen by Picture This Plus. It's an even weave. And so that is what I'm going to stitch it on, which is kind of it's mostly like a taupe, but it's got kind of a little bit of pink in it. It's kind of a pinky taupe. So, so that is what I'm going to stitch that on. And there's the floss toss, you can see. I think it looks really good. One of the things I will say, you guys, is my Weeks Baked Apple and my Gast Country Redwood, they are almost identical. I don't know if you're really going to even be able to tell the difference on the stitching, but anyways, I've got all the fancy floss, and then I made a little strawberry needle minder to go on there. So so that is some of my plans. I'm super excited about getting started on that, and thank you to Catherine for kind of putting that together. And then, you guys, I kind of wanted to talk about, the other thing, I am going to be working on some of my plans in 2024. My daughter's getting married. I think I said this before, but I need to get a move on this. This is the pattern I'm doing for her wedding. Let's see if I can get it in here where you can see it. So it's a dimensions kit, but I have swapped out the fabric to Picture This Plus. I think it's a 28 count, and it's called Murmur. So it's a peach, a really light, slightly mottled peach. And so I've got to get moving on that. Probably once I finish my baby gift, I will really start hitting this one a little bit more hard because they're getting married in June. So I need to get a move on this one. So that is some of my plans. I also my new year, new start, you guys, I am going to start my long dog fish and chips. So that is my plan. I've showed this in a in a different video. I kitted this up, or I got this beautiful floss at a needlepoint store in Austin, and so it's just a slightly variegated blue cotton floss, and I'm going to do it. I need to measure my fabric again too, but I'm going to stitch it on this light blue even weave, and that one was just from, I think it's like a Charles Craft from, or maybe a Zweigart, I don't know, it's from Hobby Lobby. But that is my plan, and so you can tell I'm doing this opposite. I didn't want to do all this white stitching, so I'm doing a light colored fabric and then a variegated blue floss. And this is I'm going to start this on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, I'm not sure. So that's my plan. And then, whew, I hope I can make it. Then, you guys, my other plans for 2024, actually, you know, I think I might wait. I think I might just wait and show you these in my December Flosstube for my other 2024 plans that I think I'm going to try to do. Basically, you guys, I have 4 kind of smallish to medium-sized projects that have a lot done on them that I want to try to finish next year. So I'm going to maybe do 1 a quarter of 4 of them. So so that is my plan, and I'll show you those, a little anticipation. I'll show you those next time. So anyway, I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend, a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend if you're here in the States, and a wonderful weekend elsewhere in the world, and starting to get excited about Christmas. And that's all I have today. Happy stitching. Bye.